'cause we ain't got no curfew. And questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night, I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan, falling when I try to stand. I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me.
Hello and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Thank you so much for staying right there. I know we're running a little late, live TV, traffic, what can I say? But I appreciate your support. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. We're right here in the nation's capital, y'all, right across from Howard University. And I'm sitting here with the Josies Faces, Miss Valdez, and the reigning Mrs. Virginia America, Miss Marta Bota. And I just love these women. We're coming on together just to save some time for you. Okay, so look, I want to just give some prayers out for one of my besties, Marcella Rutherford. Her son, John, is in the hospital. Let's just send some prayers down to Texas, okay? Also, we have a winner from last week.
Yes,
Josie.
We do. So the winner was Sonia.
Yes, Sonia won the Ultimate Makeover, the annual Ultimate Makeover that Josies Faces and Renee Allen and Friends Shows will be doing every year just for you around the holidays. I love you for that, sis.
And then perfect time, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You never know.
Thank you so much. And then I want to just thank my girl, Marta Bota. She's a friend to the show, and she's been here several times. And she's done such a remarkable year as Ms. Virginia America. And I just want you to just say a few things to the audience, our wonderful WLVS listeners, about how wonderful your year was.
My year was incredible. It's come to an end as I was Ms. Virginia America 2016. I competed at nationals, and I've been ambassador for the Foundation Fighting Blindness, the Northern Virginia chapter, and I've just been involved with about 20 different organizations over the course of this year, and it's been just incredible being a mentor, working with all these great organizations, and I received the gold medal from the President of the United States for volunteerism from the White House, so it was really, really amazing. It's just been an incredible year, and I have a lot of great projects coming up in 2017.
Yes. So
I'm going to switch hats and get back to my business. I'm writing a book, and I'm going to continue my community service throughout my life, as I've always done. So I'm excited.
Well, you're a great servant, and they could not have picked a better person to represent the state of Virginia.
Thank you. And I really appreciate having been on your show several times. You've been such a great support to me, and I can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're
Can't
welcome.
thank you
Give me
enough.
some.
You're the best. You're the best.
Well, I want you two to connect, because I know you're doing your face and all these people are coming but Josies Faces, that's why we were running a little bit late. I went to the studio and she knocked it out in 20 minutes, but then we got on the road and boom, traffic.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
There she is, just incredible. Beautiful inside and out, Josies Faces. Well, look, I hope everyone started a wonderful new year, but this is the New Year, New You edition of the Renee Allen and Friends show, and we have a host of experts getting ready to join me on this set momentarily, and I just want you to stay put, stay in those seats, because we are getting ready to really pump it up in this studio today. Did you want to give any last words about the new year, Josie?
No, well, I want to thank, of course, you for having me in the show. And, any ladies that ever need any tips, whatever it is, if, you're having a problem with your skin or eyeshadows, or you're having difficulties applying, just, give me a call or email me. I'm always available for everyone.
And look what she did to my face. I love it.
Yes, you look beautiful.
And you want to give your information, how they could get a hold of you?
If you could contact me through Josies Faces Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. My phone number is, I think you have my number, but it's 240-461-0079.
Yes, and how can they get a hold of you for speaking and all the wonderful things that you're able to do?
I'm on Facebook at Ms. Virginia America, Marta Bota. I also am a makeup artist, which is so coincidental.
And Faces, right?
And Face Design is my website as well, so you can reach me through there as well.
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies. Look, you heard my girl. The first guest on my show almost 2 years ago was Silver Logan Sharp, and she's the former singer of Chic, which is Freak Out. Remember that? And so you're going to hear one of her songs off the Groovement. It's a new CD, The Groovement. And I believe Wale has The Little Things, or maybe Find Me. But next you will be hearing from the Black CEO, Trevor Otts from Peak Performances Institute. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand, I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me. and kiss my face.
Once we've done that, you can stand.
Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. Oh, it's
welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. We have the winner of the Ultimate Makeover by Josies Faces in the Renee Allen and Friends show. Sonia?
Yes, I'm here.
Yay!
Hey, Sonia, how are you? Congratulations. You won a full makeover. It's a value of $375. You'll get the eyelashes and everything. Hopefully you have a date or you're going out with your husband, whatever it is, but I'm going to make sure that I take good care of you.
Yay!
Well, I am so super excited, and I love how you put your makeup on, Josie.
I can't wait till you sit in my chair.
Okay, and I can't wait to have my ultimate makeover. And Renee, thank you so much. You do a great job every week.
Thank you. Congratulations. You're our first winner. Happy New Year.
Yay.
Okay, bye-bye.
All righty. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Josie. You're welcome to sit right here if you'd like. We are here with the Black CEO. That is Trevor Otts. And those of you who don't know him, let me tell you right now, he is thebomb.com. Let's talk about you and a little on the personal side, which you rarely do.
Okay.
Tell us about Trevor.
Well, that's kind of weird talking about yourself in the third person. But I live here in the Washington D.C. metropolitan area. Grew up here my whole life, and one of the things is that I've been an entrepreneur really from birth. I can think back to my first lemonade stand. I remember when I was growing up as a kid, my mother had all these knickknacks in the house. So I took her knickknacks, put them in a bag, and decided to go door to door in my neighborhood and sell my mother's knickknacks.
Oh, no.
When she got home, I learned two things about entrepreneurship. First, only sell stuff that belongs to you. And number two, that a hard head makes a soft behind.
Did you get the switch or the belt?
The switch. I sold my mama's stuff.
Well, thank you for sharing that story with us. That's really nice and genuine. Listen, tell us about how you got, as you became an adult and decided you're going to take this entrepreneurial path. What was the jump start?
I think that one of the critical things for me was the jump start was finding other mentors who believed in you. And one of the things I've learned about entrepreneurship is that you got to have somebody that you got to go through and grow through with people who have gone through. And so many times we take this entrepreneurial journey and we kind of individualize it. We kind of internalize it. We become Superman, Superwoman. We got to do it all ourselves. Yeah. But there's always somebody who has taken that journey before you. And so it's very important to really go through and then grow through with people who've gone through. So
I love it.
For me, people like Dr.Willie Jolly, who you'll be having here, definitely a mentor, Dr. George C. Frazier over at the Power Networking Conference. And these were people who had gone through and that allowed us to really grow through. In business, you're going to have lots of growing pains, from, just different things that happen along the way.
Yeah. You mentioned Willie and George, and it's just so ironic that you would bring those two up because you really run that PNC, the Power Networking Conference, the live stream, which I did with Kim Yancey, my partner, Kim Yancey. I love that. And
Kim rocks.
Yes. So tell us about, we just had the 2016, but we're getting ready to come in, I think it's July this year?
Yep.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that and your part that you play in the Power Networking Conference.
Well, we handle a lot of the digital, so to speak, energy that happens in the space. So we handle the live stream. I handle a lot of the marketing related to it. And it's really interesting how that whole thing got started is because when we got to George, we're like, George, we know how to do marketing, we know how to do social media, we know how to do all these different things. And then in meeting George, he really allowed us the space to really grow our skill sets. And he nurtured really our talents and our skill sets to the point that we could grow into really managing the live stream and managing the digital facilitators for the Power Networking Conference. And it's funny because in business, you're going to always run across people who have the talent, have the skill set, and we run across them everywhere. Even now, I run across people who are like, I can do this, Trevor. I'm the latest, and I'm the greatest, and you can't stop the youth. They're always ready, and they're always coming. And I think it's incumbent upon each of us who've really been through to really create a safe place for those who are coming up to really utilize their gifts and utilize their talents. And just having the talent and the skill set is not enough. No. One of the things that we learned with George and Dr. Willie Jolly and Dr. Frazier was that that character is just as important, if not more important, than the talent or the skill set that you have. Yes. And so, we had to come on through. Yeah. But Love PNC, I think, is the ultimate place. If you were black and you're in entrepreneurship, you got to go. Forbes said that the Power Networking Conference is one of the top 5 business conferences in the country. Forget black or white, just top 5
in general.
And it happens to be a black conference. And I don't know what other conference you can go to that you really learn how to be a black CEO, how to really run a business. There is, we know how to hustle. Yeah. We know what to do when times are hard, but we are now in a time where we have more resources. We're far more educated. We have far more access, and now it's incumbent upon us as black entrepreneurs to really take our business beyond that hustle mentality, beyond the let's do business, as George would say, and starting to do business.
Right.
And so I think that the Power Networking Conference is really key for that. It was really a life-changing experience for us. And I remember the first year that we went was the year with Peggy Morris. And
Four Sisters Network. I'm the secretary.
Yeah, it was 6 of us in one room. It was 6 of us to one room, and it was just amazing. And that really broke our business internationally. Yeah. We were doing local business, and after the Power Networking Conference, we went from national, and then we went from international. I remember when I got to the Power Networking Conference, my product was about $67 for my highest ticketed product. Now we sell products. Yeah, $67. Now we sell products that are, $100,000, $40,000 that we regularly sell, and having the relationships where you can connect with people, not from a stage level, because from the stage level, sometimes you get caught looking up. But at the Power Networking Conference, you really are looking across. You are literally eating, breaking bread, talking with, walking down the street with billionaires and millionaires. And they are giving you not the fluff, not the hype, as in this is what you got to do to get your butt in gear.
The real stuff. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, because we're getting ready to go to the next commercial, is you really provide a platform called the Peak Performance.
Peak Performance Institute.
Yeah, Institute. And I just want to talk about that a little bit because there's a few people that have recently come out of that in the last couple of years that are really exploding. Let's just talk about that a little bit. And if people are interested in being a part of the Peak Performers Institute.
Well, after we've gone through so many different things with people believing in us, one of the things that we want to do at the Peak Performance Institute is we set up a business that's really just designed to believe in people. And right now we are the #1 producers of African American experts in the country right now.
That's amazing.
And it's really, as an expert, there are times when you want to get your message out. There are times when you're trying to carry the load of developing your products and services. Who's going to sell it? Who's going to buy it? Who's going to handle my social media? Who's going to do my email? Who's going to build my website? And sometimes you need to just be the expert, and you need somebody to be willing to be behind the scenes, sort of like Santa's elves. And so the Peak Performance Institute is that behind the scenes. We're sort of Santa's elves, and that's our real calling. Our calling is to be behind the scenes because we realize that with great people, oftentimes they get saddled with the weight of having to do everything themselves. And so peak performers, our goal is to see to it that you are performing at peak levels by taking the stuff off your plate that you don't want to do. And so you just do everything you love doing and everything you don't feel like doing. Yes. That's what we take care of, from your social media, writing your speeches, just everything.
I want you to look into the camera and let them know how to get a hold of you if they want to learn more about it. And I want you to give at least 2 or 3 names that have come out recently for the Peak Performance Institute.
So first, if you're watching live, you can text Black CEO, just all one word, Black CEO, and I text that to 240-428-6888. 6333. Text the word Black CEO to 240-428-6333. And some of our clients that we work with, Allison Bird.
Yes.
The Cheryl Wood. Love that. She's local homegrown talent. But there's another up-and-coming young lady. You know, it's always easy to point to the stars of today, but there's an upcoming young lady. Her name is Tiana Patrice.
Oh, yes, I know her.
Yes,
Tiana.
I'm working with, and you know, it's not just about, you know, the stars who are already there, but it's also about those upcoming stars. And I think that sometimes, you know, if we don't feel like we're rock stars yet, we're like, oh, they're not big enough to be there. Nope. You know, everybody has a starting point. Everybody needs somebody to believe in them.
Yeah, that's what I love about Trevor Otts and his partner, Shay Brown. And so I just want you to give them your information one more time. We're going to have you back. There's so much information with this Black CEO here, but we want to just give you just a little bit for New Year's and get you started.
Yep, so text the word Black CEO, all one word. Text the word Black CEO to 240-428-6333. And on that other side there'll be a free session, coaching session for you. That's just our gift to you.
Awesome.
And if you're out there and you just need somebody to actually believe in you, here's the thing I want you to do for 2017. You can do a lot of things, but the number one thing is work with people who believe in you.
Yes.
You know, work with people who believe in you and believe in you past swiping your credit card or pulling your wallet out, but just believe in you.
Thank you for that.
I believe in you. I believe you have what it takes to be phenomenal. Go out there and rock your 2017.
I love it. That's Trevor Otts, Black CEO and co-founder of Peak Performers Institute. Look that up. We'll be right back with who? Richard Glover of the Wine Cellar. You don't want to miss it.
Thank you.
I got home with the ringing phone. By the time I picked up, just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was wrong, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. I miss the little things. I take a ride, gotta get outside, pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. How I miss the little things. I should be getting over it. I thought I wouldn't give a but look at me. Now I'm such a wreck. Over, 'cause I couldn't see the big picture. Oh no, 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 'cause I couldn't see the big picture. Oh no, no, no. It's the little things. Yeah. I was looking for you, baby. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. All about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We have the New Year, New You edition of the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here in the nation's capital across from Howard University. And I'm sitting here with one of the best radio hosts that I know, and that is Richard Glover. How are you, sir?
Hello, Renee. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you.
Let's take that back. We're both the best hosts.
Oh, see, that's why I love him. And he is on Bliss FM. But let me tell you, we are all friends in this industry. And I wanted to bring Richard on because, you know, he wears a lot of hats and he's very humble about it. We're going to start off talking about your show.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
How did that start, the Wine Cellar?
Well, Renee, back in 2004, I was hosting an event, wine tasting, and I didn't know anything about wine. I was a Grey Goose drinker. And after such a successful event and the organization I was with, they went out of business, people started asking me to do wine tastings. So I decided to go to school for it.
Wow.
So I went to the International Wine Guild in Denver, Colorado for the last 7 years. In the midst of doing that, I was doing wine tastings for happy hour around Washington. That's how I built my brand.
That's how I met you.
Yes, exactly. I was going around restaurants to beauty salons, spas, doing grand openings at
Hustling,
nail
doing
salons,
his
hustling,
thing. Yeah.
bringing wine in and doing wine tastings. And 5 years later, or should I say, 3 years later, I was on a show with someone who had a radio show at Bliss. And after the show, I did a wine tasting. The owner came to me and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing your own radio show?" I said, "Really?" So you have the voice. You sound like a radio show
The
person.
voice, the look.
You know. So 5 years later, actually going on our 6th year, we're now 6 years with The Cellar, with Richard Glover.
Congratulations. You know we're going to try to steal you. So that's great. Let's talk about now this wine and going to school. What is that great title that I can never pronounce?
Well, I'm actually the only African American master wine sommelier in the DMV right now.
Master wine sommelier
that resides in this DMV. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's about 3 of us in the area. 198 in the whole world.
Wow, and you're the only one in this area.
In this area, yeah. It's
Wow.
African American.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am. Well, we got to talk about what's getting ready to happen at the MGM. But before that, how did you get into this pageantry arena?
Well, over the last 12 years, I've been volunteering as a helping hand, moving props and stuff. And I worked my way up from that to helping co-produce the show with the directors. And now I actually own the license for Miss International from Maryland, Virginia, and D.C.
So you learned it from the bottom
From the bottom to the top. And I wanted to be the first. I wanted to be the first African American male to be a state director in this area. So I get along with 2 partners of mine, Joe Giovinazzo and his lovely wife Emily Giovinazzo. And I said, let's get together. And first we're going to start our own pageant. But we said, well, that may be too soon. So let's find out what's the best pageants around. And we went to the international system, and they're the 3rd largest in the world.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now I just recently talked with the Miss Globe USA and Miss Bikini as a consultant with them. We just signed an agreement the other day for be a consultant.
Congratulations. So. Now, something's going on, or did it just pass at the MGM? I know you were involved in that.
No, it's coming up in the spring.
Okay.
We're going to partner with them and have our pageant there.
Awesome.
And it want to be one of the first pageants, in this area, because of course Miss World was there.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes. Well, I just I know you have an event tomorrow, right?
Yes,
so
tomorrow.
Ali has bam,
there it is.
boom, patty.
One of my signature. That's how I got started in the business, going around the hotels doing wine education.
Really?
And I titled different names: wineology, wine down wine. This one is going to be wine education, tasting, and it's a business opportunity.
Oh, that's amazing. That's brilliant.
Because I'm in 3-4 different. I'm in 3 actually, and I'm making great progress in 3 MLMs. And the wine business is a new MLM that's just introduced to this area. So tomorrow, people have an opportunity to buy into the business and be on the LMM.
The first opportunity.
MLM, yes.
The first opportunity.
The first opportunity in this area, and it's going to blow up.
Wow.
I mean, you got a lot of
We'll talk after the show.
Yes, absolutely. And you get wine free every month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk. Well, how can they get a hold of you, Richard Glover?
Okay. Well, they can go to www.blis.fm/The Cellar, or they can go to @The Cellar Radio on Bliss.fm on my Facebook. They go to my Facebook, and they can also go to our Twitter account. It's called @The Cellar Radio.
At the Cellar Radio.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, thank you. Want to give any New Year's advice before we go on to break?
Well, like the gentleman you had earlier, I
Trevor
started off cutting grass, and I hired my best friends to help me cut grass in the neighborhood when I was a kid. So I was paying people out when I was like 8, 9 years old.
Entrepreneur at 3.
And I started off I was in IT for a while. And I started doing IT, so I have an IT company, and I just continue to see things that I feel, just because I have a degree in something else, you don't have to do what you're in your degree. You find your passion.
Oh, that's a good one.
When you find your passion, then you'll find what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life.
Thank you so much.
Renee, thank you for having me.
I appreciate
you. You know you got to come over on the other side of town now.
We both trying to steal the other one, right? WOBS or Bliss. You just listen to us, right?
That's right. I'm on Monday night from 8 to 9,
Yes.
and you're on Wednesday
Wednesday, 7 to 8. Yes.
Wow. There never was a conflict.
Yes. Richard Glover, y'all.
Thank
Love
you so
you
very
much.
much.
We'll be
Love you
right
much.
back with woo. Look, I'm trying to be funny. With the one and only international,
Good friend
one of
of
the
mine.
top 5
Yes,
speakers in the
indeed.
world.
In the world.
Willie Jolly, y'all.
I gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well, you won't be the last, knowing you my first, so that's alright. 'Cause this life will be back around. So don't let it let you down. Say the night is young and we are too. Let's bring some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Oh, baby, say the night is young and we are too. Let's bring some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Yeah, say it. And yeah, say it. What good is love if your heart is where it stays? Now that ain't right. And what good's a song if you don't sing your pain away every night? 'Cause this life will be back around. So don't let it let you down. Say the night is young and we are too. Let's break some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Oh, baby, say the night is young and we are too. Let's bring some rules, 'cause we ain't got no curfew. Hey, yeah, say it. And hey, yeah, say it. Yeah, say it.
Yes. Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We are here, the first show out the gate of 2017 with the one and only Willie Jolly.
Whoa! What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes.
Yes. Happy New Year, everybody. And it's time to get it on and go and grow to the next level. You have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. It's forced upon you. You can't refuse it. You didn't seek it. You didn't choose it, but it's up to you to use it. You must suffer if you lose it. Give account if you abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. And I'm grateful to be on this show with this minute to talk to you about making this the year that breaks through all of your possibilities and you become a reality of masterful living. Masterful living. So I'm excited. I'm grateful to be here. I was in San Antonio on New Year's Eve, and then I had an event here on New Year's Day. And so I'm home this week because I'm speaking for my dear friend, Bishop Joel Peebles and his wife, Yolanda, Pastor
I
Yolanda.
love them.
for their vision conference with my mentor this weekend, Nido Kubain, who was the guy who taught me how to become, who taught me about becoming a millionaire. Now, here's the story. I had heard about this guy in North Carolina who kept making millionaires. I wanted to know what he was doing. So I called his office. I said, is it true what I heard? The lady said, yes, it is. He makes millionaires. I said, all right, I've heard about that. I heard it's the real deal. Well, I want to come to one of his seminars. Now, I'm a new speaker at this point, making about $100 a speak. And I said, I want to come to one of his seminars. She said, we got one seat left in that seminar. Oh, that's my seat. That's my seat. I got to come. I got to be there. And she said, okay. I said, so when is it? Show me the date. I said, I'm coming. She said, great. I said, how much is it? She said, $10,000. I said, what you say? She said, $10,000. In my mind, I said, I learned that stuff at home. But the greater one inside of me, the greater voice inside of me said something that I did learn from. There's a price for success, but there's a cost for not paying the price. There's a price to go to college. There's a price to go to trade school. There's a price for education. There's a price for information. But there's a cost when you let that time go by and you do nothing with it because you can't reclaim that time. And I said to that lady, ma'am, I'm coming. I'm coming. And I told her, I'm sending you $100 tomorrow, and then I'll pay the rest later. And I sent her a little deposit, and then I went to work. I begged, I borrowed. I didn't steal, but I begged and I borrowed. And I went to that seminar. In 3 days, I came back and quickly made $100,000. And the next year, when it was time to go, I just wrote a check for 10 grand. And when he went up to 15, I just wrote a check for 15. And I realized there's a price for success, but there's a cost for not paying a price. So this year, what I would encourage people, if you're really serious about making 2017 your best year yet. Now, I don't want to say ever. I want to say yet, because ever means forever. But it's your best year thus far. If you're serious, there's some things you got to do. One, I've been on television and radio the last few days talking about the fact that don't do resolutions. Don't do any resolutions. That's a waste of time. You know, everybody says, what's your resolution? I want to be happy. I'm going to lose some weight. I'm going to stop that. It's not worth it, because by February the 1st, no one remembers what their resolution is. That's true. And we all know that the gyms are packed. I'm a gym goer. And the gyms are packed the first 2 weeks of the year. Yeah. By February 1st, it's back to normal, because people don't have goals. They have resolutions. So set goals. Scripture says, write the vision. Make it plain that he that reads it may run the race. It tells you what to do. Write it down. A goal must be written. So write your vision. Second thing you must do is you must write goals that are within the realm of possibility. To say that I'm going to become a billionaire in the first quarter this year is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So make it realistic and in the realm of possibility. And then set a time. We all heard of procrastination. Procrastination is the biggest nation in the world. And so what people do is they don't set a time. You say you're going to lose 20 pounds. Like my goal is 20 pounds. I got a date when I want to lose that 20 pounds by. And if I do, I will reward myself. Now, I'm not going to reward myself and get fat again, but what I'll do is I have some reward that will give me some pleasure. So you should reward small victories.
That's called D Jolly.
D Jolly. You know that's right. And so my bride, by the way, I'm newlywed. For those who don't know, I'm a newlywed. My wife and I are newlywed. June 28th, we'll celebrate 32 years of marriage. Come on, somebody.
Congratulations.
Now, people say, oh, yes. How you a newlywed? Because I still got the 5 for her. That's how.
Ooh,
I crawl over broken glass to get to that woman. And we got a new marriage book coming out, and the marriage book is called Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last. 10 steps for shaping a great. There she is. Woo! That woman turns me on. She turned me on. Woo! I'm telling you, I still got the 5 for her. So we travel around the world together. We work together. We travel together. We do everything together, and we have not had an argument in 25 years. My God. And now 27. We haven't had an argument in 20.
When's that book coming out?
It'll be out next month for Valentine's Day. So
you got to say hi to Chase, because he's looking.
I love you, Chase. Her son Chase is my young man. I've seen him grow from a little fella. Now he's towering over me, but he's a great young man. God bless you, Chase. Keep doing well in school and keep making Mama proud. That's
and
the
he
secret.
loves your DVDs. I want to give a plug.
Oh,
there. That
yes.
helps so much.
For those who don't know what DVD she's talking about, my youth motivational video is one of the top-selling youth videos in America, PBS special. If you got young kids who are not living up to their potential or good ones, you want to keep good and keep doing the right thing and want to motivate them to max out, then go to my website. In fact, go to www.youthpower, WJYouthPower.com, WJYouthPower. Now, let me give away some stuff. We got only a couple minutes. I got to give away some stuff. I want to give everybody a book to change my life. The book to change my life with Think and Grow Rich. It's the book to change my life. And my friend Joe Dudley, who I just had on my Sirius XM show.
Oh, I love him. And Charlie Scott.
Oh man.
My gosh.
Joe Dudley said he read Think and Grow Rich the first 100 times to make him rich and the second 100 times to keep him rich. I'm honored that I was one of the 53 people globally who was chosen to celebrate Napoleon Hill's 75th anniversary, and so of his book coming out. And so I now get to give it away to my friends. And y'all are my friends. So if you just go to williejolly.com/gift, williejolly.com/gift, you get a free download of Think and Grow Rich. And it can change your life. Also on that same page are some of my XM shows, Wally Famous Amos, Bob Johnson, General Colin Powell, people who have changed my life.
Bob Johnson,
oh yeah, I got a picture with John. So go get that interview because they tell how they went from broke and busted to millionaires and billionaires. There's Bob, me and Bob.
Yes.
So I want you to go and get these resources. They will change your life. And why do I do this? Why do I give away books and audio?
Why, Willie?
Because I learned the more you give, the more you get. Come on, somebody. The more you put out, the more come back. It's a principle. Just as if you throw an apple up in the air, it's going to come down because the principle of gravity works. The same is the more you put out, the more you give, the more you help others, it comes back to you and it comes and jumps in your pocket. So I'm saying to everybody, it's your time, it's your goal. So a couple of new things. Look, we got my one-man show. You got to go get this. This is it. The one-man show, a night to change your life.
Matter of fact, I want 2 tonight.
All right, you got it. This one is the bomb diggity. 2.5 hours of me on stage speaking, singing, music, motivation. My story through music and word, how I went from a broken, busted nightclub singer with me and the nightclub singing to becoming one of the top speakers in America. So we'll have that. And then my friend Delatoro McNeil II. Many of y'all know Delatoro. He had me speak at his FTX. Trevor and Shay are good friends of his. And at that speech, I gave a speech that had gone on to become one of the best speeches I've ever given. How to turn your setbacks into greenbacks.
Yes.
And you get that with the book together. It's a package. And of course, everybody wants to know about my other books. A setback set up for a comeback, and it only takes a minute to change your life. So get all of them. Go to my website. Get them all. It's the new year. Fill yourself up with the pure, the powerful, and the positive. And just like I invested in myself to go to North Carolina, and that gentleman changed my life, so these principles and products will change yours.
Yes.
Look, go back one more time. Joe Peebles this weekend, I'll be speaking on Saturday morning for their brunch. And then next Saturday, I'm doing a financial seminar in Baltimore. So everybody in Baltimore at Pastor Kenneth Robinson's church, come and be a part of that. How to create wealth. Come on, somebody.
I'm going to put it up on
now,
my
I ain't talking about
Facebook,
just
y'all.
getting rich. I'm talking about wealth. See, rich is singular generational. But wealth is when your great-great-great-great-grandchildren will be able to live because of something you did this year. Yes. T.D. Jakes says, you give a man a fish, you eat for a day. Teach him to fish, you eat for a lifetime. But teach him to buy the pond.
My God.
And he'll live for a lifetime. And his children's children will eat it.
Let me
Come on,
tell you,
somebody.
oh my goodness.
I know we out of time. Look here.
Look, you know Claude Anderson, right?
I know Claude.
He was at Everett Hall's boutique today, and then on the Ben Carson show, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and you said it's like-minded people.
That's right.
Willie, you are the bomb. Look, we got to get. Speaking of apples, we want you to taste some of this 2 fish and 5 loaves BBQ, which is Chef Terrence Williams.
He's
just
awesome.
gonna walk over there.
He
Yes.
is awesome.
Let's get over there. You have to taste this food, Willie.
Yep. Let's go over here and get some of this food. Oh, tie it up.
Yes.
He is awesome.
Yes.
Come on over here. Let me show everybody, Chef. This is my friend. This is my right over here. Okay, we gotta get on this side. All right. This is my buddy.
Yes, right here.
He always making it happen. Making it happen. 2 fish and 5 loaves barbecue. Yes, sir. This guy is the real deal. There you go.
Yeah. Come on in. Yes, everybody, come on in, Junior.
Just fly over and hit 7351.
Everybody look at the photographer. Okay.
All
do
right.
we have the cameras on?
Oh, camera rich.
I think we have 1 minute. So what I'm going to do is just talk about you.
Yes.
You taste
He got
something.
it. He is the. Where's the shop?
The shop is.
I mean, where can people reach you?
Oh, www.twofishfiveloavesbbq.com, and also on all social media platforms at 2fish5loavesbbq.
He is awesome. I'm gonna give him an endorsement, and people know me. I don't just say endorsements freely. He is an incredible chef. I've been at events where his food has just been people just love it. Everywhere that I've been where they just love it. So I encourage you, support him, support his business, and get him to come cater your party.
Yes,
right.
yes. And that is Chef Terrence Williams at 2 Fish and 5 Loaves. Look, we are going over a little bit. We are here. H.O. Barner, come up here. H.O. Barner, come up here. Come here, H.L.
This is my man.
Yeah,
This
so
is my
we're getting
dog.
ready to go off. But listen, we're going to have a special treat for you next week. It involves our president, Barack Obama, and you don't want to miss next week. But right now, we just want you to taste some of 2 Fish, 5 Loaves, BBQ, Willie Jolly, and tell everyone in WOVS how delicious it is.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I'll see you all soon. Remember, the best is yet to come. God bless y'all. All right.
All right. Thank you. Stay tuned for H.O. Barner, Hour of Power.
All right, what we got going on here?
What we got here?
So now, okay.
I got home with the ringing phone. By the time I picked up, just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was born, wanna be alone. I guess I never really